They'll start on the ground with Harris. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. From the 45 on second down. Pickett. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. Only able to gain a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback charge. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. A slot man in motion right. Now Carr. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Calling a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the first.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going to carry it. You got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team. Now it's Bolden. And he'll
take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Only 4 yards on that gain, but, you know, a lot of people would say that's like getting 9 in normal circumstances since this was 1st and 5.
Yeah, now your playbook's wide open here, 2nd and very short.
Yeah, I still don't think that you can count it in the stats that way at contract time.
No, it still goes down as 4, not 9. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Slot man moves right. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's not going to get the 1st down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or 2 short. They go with Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They stay on the ground. Here's Bolden again. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Here's Freiermuth again. And some space here. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Abdullah from his end zone.
Amir Abdullah on the return. The Raiders
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit from the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
Now.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Carr going to go on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Pickett now on first down. This is caught. Touchdown. Zach Gentry, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 21-0.
Raiders nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
McCarr fighting his former college teammate Adams there for the Raider first. Here's Bolden. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Hey, 734.
Now Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Carr going to throw. And it's complete to Adams. comes. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
8 yards to go on second down.
Shotgun now for Carr.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, 31 yards. And the Raiders are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Here's Sims now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing again on second down.
Pickett. Open man downfield is Johnson.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
To the air on first down with Pickett.
And the Raiders have got him. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
To throw again on second down. Carr.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Carr. He hits Adams, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
Carr to throw again. Got a man. It's Darren Waller.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazee. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Deliver and accept it. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fool them with the inside run. If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On second and very short, Pickett.
A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth.
And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Jayon Brown.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson on for the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
First and 10, here's Pickett. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will see. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
Pickett back to throw.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Raiders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
There's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The slot man in motion right. After the interception, here's Stidham. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Another try after the first down sack. Carr, he finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. 3rd and 7 now. Adams the man in motion right. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. He's got his man on the crossing route.
And he is going to have a Raiders first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
They run with Bolden. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. It's caught here by Adams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
So loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Once again, it's Jacobs. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game.
Here's Carr.
Out to Cole on the right side. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Now Carr.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Keelan Cole, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off now. On the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to pull your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Pickett to throw.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Now Pickett.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. Again, it's Johnson. And he is going to have the Steelers' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.